two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Singletary to get the drive started. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Hey. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Tua. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Now it's Taylor. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. For Marshall, that's complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. On 4th down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Singletary, they'll go up the middle, and he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball.
Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, okay, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he's going to take this close to the first down markers. He stopped at the Eagles' 39. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And this one too low.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Tua. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Tua sets up to pass it, and he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Ready up.
1st and goal from the 3. They run here with Singletary, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Devin Singletary, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Taylor. He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 35.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly.
Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now Taylor. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 41. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house. So they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Here we go. Here we go. Shot 17. Come on, 38.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. He'll get this down to the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ready, break.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
10.
They go right back to Singletary. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup. First down.
It's again 6. First down, Tampa Bay.
Tua going to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Buccaneers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Eagles, nothing. Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
On 2nd and 9, Taylor. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Taylor. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here we go. Set.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd have the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. After the interception, here's Taylor. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Bucs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Tua now on 1st down. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and they end up staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. Blankenship's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Taylor over the middle, complete. It's Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 3rd down, Taylor. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Striker, 3-3.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped him well short of a 1st down.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. Final play of the half. It's Taylor. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Let's go now. 16 people.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second down, it's Jones. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On the counter, here's Jones. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 15. 56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Aaron Jones, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. Here's Harris to return it. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Singletary trying the left side. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On third down, they go with Singletary. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Are things looking much rosier for them here in week 2? They work with the lead as they've got it first and 10. Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Options galore here, second and a few inches.
Here's Tua. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On play action, here's Tua.
He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Tua going to try and run.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Tua Tagovailoa
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Taylor. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Here's Taylor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. To throw again is Taylor. That's complete to Traylon Burks. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now it's Taylor. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Taylor will throw. For Marshall, that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Again, it's Taylor. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 19. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Jones is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Play action. Now it's Tua rolling to his right.
A throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray.
7 yards there and a first down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
A give. Singletary right side. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one covers 29 yards, first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They fake the handoff, now Tua.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Off a play action, Tagovailoa. Able to find Gray here. And he'll be out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Singletary is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Now Taylor on first down. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on second down. Taylor. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Let's go.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Taylor will throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Marshall. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Over the middle, complete. It's Elliott. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now Taylor. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Taylor. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Throwing now is Taylor. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
They'll give this to Singletary running right. 107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Singletary again. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Singletary, they'll go up the middle, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Let's go now.
On the give, this is Singletary. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November. That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just 1 possession.
Not the 4th quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for Tampa Bay, there was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.